What's going on, guys? Rolling on 2 back at it again. Today we're going to fix our chain slider issue. So what basically happens is when I'm riding and I either like hit a ditch or a bump, or when I'm downshifting or upshifting, the chain will actually start clanking as I'm riding, and I could hear loud, and I'm tired of hearing it. So I went online on eBay and I bought the OEM Honda part, which basically goes like this. You're gonna see it go in here. I'm gonna loosen up the chain in the back because I want to tighten it anyways, and then I'm gonna take the sprocket cover off so then we can slide it in there, remove the old pieces that are left in there and the bolt that looks like a 10 mil, and yeah, we're gonna send it. So it should be done fairly quick. We'll see what happens. Alrighty guys, so this is what I'm dealing with. As you guys can see, here is the old part, like the piece left from it, but the actual part that's supposed to slide the chain, let the chain slide, is it's not there any longer. It's broken, so that's why I got the new piece. We're gonna be able to loosen up the 2 bolts that hold this cover here for the front sprocket. We're gonna loosen up the chain in the back, and then we're gonna try to replace this part and make it all better. So yeah guys, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, we're gonna do step 1, where I have my ratchet extension and an 8 mil long here socket. So we're gonna remove the sprocket cover here. So you're gonna start by just taking this off. Take the first bolt off. 1. See what kind of spacing we have. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to remove or not remove, but loosen the chain up some. Alrighty guys, now to loosen the rear tire and the sprocket so the chain become loose and I have a little more space to work up there. I have the 1 1/16 socket, which will go right here, and then I have a 23 mil wrench that I'm going to use on the other side, and then I have my impact wrench that is gonna, my impact gun that is gonna loosen it up for me. So here we go. There we go. Now she's loose. Got her pretty much loose. You don't have to take out the nut, because basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it slide to the front. But now you have to loosen the chain tightener here, or yeah, you have to turn it in so it goes in all the way. Same on the other side. These are a little different than other bikes, but they all have them. Basically, you just gotta go in all the way. On my chain, I could actually take it off, and we'll have the amount of space that we need up there to up front to get the new part in. So let's get to that now. Alrighty guys, so like I said, there was a piece of the old chain slider plastic piece that was in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen up the bolt that holds that would hold that piece in place and remove it so we could place the new one in. This might take a little bit, but we're getting right to it. So here are the old pieces. As you can see, that's what basically this part here is. It's broken, all frayed up, you know, from time and age. So we're basically going to take that one out. Now we're gonna also take the bottom part out, which is right down here. You guys see where I'm placing it? And we're gonna remove that as well to get our new one in. I'm super excited for this. This is gonna be my stunt bike, but you know, I want it to be a nice stunt bike. Alrighty guys, it's time to install our new chain slider, and basically it's going to go like this over the swing arm, and then it has these pins that go in the holes here, right here. There's one here and then one at the bottom right underneath it. So I'm gonna slide it through here. Should be able to slide it now. Yep, right there. And then sneak it right in through here. You guys can see here between the sprocket. Yep, it's gonna go right about there. It has a looks like a slit where this has to go into, which I'm gonna try
Seems a little big, but we're gonna try to make it fit in there. So you have to put a little pressure on it. So here we go. I'm improvising here. I could probably use a screwdriver, but the ratchet here will work just as fine. So I put it in there. It has arrows, one pointing down, one pointing up, which tells you how it's supposed to go on there, which is great. Now you want to take, this is the kind of like pins that it has for the holes on the swing arm. You want to take those and you want to put it in its place. Give it a little love tap. I'm going to give it with this, there we go, this wrench. Boom. Give it a couple love taps. Just be careful, you don't want to hurt yourself like I just did. So there it is. All right, she's good. Now we're gonna take our bolts. You guys can see them here, and it has like a little washer, so you want to make sure you get that back in there. Gonna put that back in. I'm gonna start tightening the top one, and the bottom one is aligned as well, so that should be good. But yeah, guys, this is basically your basic chain slider. Make sure it's tight. I'm going to, it doesn't allow me to go any longer, which is right about there. Making this bike new, man. Every time I work on this bike, I fall in love more and more with it. You know, this whole process of just working on it, building it, making it right, making it safe, making it how I want it, you know. So that's the love of bikes, man. It's like making it the way you want it to be at the end of the day, because that's what matters, you know. Don't let anybody fool you, you know. That's, your love for your bikes is what it is. So anyways, I'm gonna tighten this here real quick, guys, and then I'll show you everything that I was talking about, the arrows. I'll show you everything, that way you guys have a better understanding of how I installed this piece here. Pretty simple, but you know, if you never messed around with bikes, with parts or anything like that, it may be a little confusing. But yeah, guys, this thing's coming along good. The next video we're gonna do is gonna be the cages for the sides, and then we're gonna do some vinyl wrap work to make this thing look a little prettier. Alrighty, guys, so I wanted to show you guys exactly what we did here. This is the chain drive. This is bolt number 1, or top bolt. And then you have bottom bolt here at the bottom, right about there. You guys can see that, might be a little dark. And then you have the actual piece itself, and you can see it has an arrow pointing down and one pointing up right there. That it tells you, you know, the chain slider goes in, but it has a specific way it goes, so everything lines up, and then the pins line up right there. There's a hole there, and then there's a hole at the bottom. So yeah, guys, now all we have to do is put the chain back on it. We're gonna tighten it a little bit, and that's it. This job is done. Real simple. Alright, y'all, we're gonna get to putting this chain back on the first sprocket. Man, look how pretty this chain looks now. It's crazy. You would never tell this thing was as dirty as it was at one point. So I start from the bottom, kind of let it catch like that. Now it's time to tighten these bad boys. What you want to do is, you're actually loosening these. These are the chain tensioners. They're gonna tighten your chain in the back. And there's marks here that are basically gonna tell you where the chain is gonna be tightened evenly. So it has a couple notches on the back here that you can see. So, and it has a line. Maybe I'll do a video on how to tighten up a chain later on, but basically that's on notch 1, 2, 3. So you gotta match it on the other side. So we're at 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see where she's at. Oh no, she has to go back more. So let's go to notch number 4. Ooh, she's tight, a little tight. Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty, guys, when you go to put the sprocket cover back on, this metal piece is came off of the back to the spacing. So what you want to do is you want to put that back on there, get your bolt, put one in there that way, you could basically hold it in place while you put it back. You want to get your 8mm socket. When you start it by hand, you could feel if it's going in straight or not, or if it's going crooked. And basically, once you tighten it, the job is done. There it is. And there it is, man. Alrighty guys, so there you have it. That's the chain slider job. Real easy, real simple, straight to the point. So we got it done, man. So thank you guys for checking out the videos. Comment, share, like below, man. Let's keep it going. Rolling on 2 out of here.